Hello, hello. It's another episode of Book Bites with Marita from Harmonic Wholeness. And today I am going to feature a different type of a book. It was a gift book, but what's unique about it is that it actually has a DVD in the back and to supplement the book itself. It's written by two women, Lisa Hammond and BJ Gallagher. And it's just a series of small little stories that they've compiled. The first section is how and why we let our lamps run low. A lot of us use the analogy of the cup. You can't serve from an empty cup, and they're choosing to use the lamp, if that's helpful. Section 2 is how to fill our own lamps. And then the conclusion is the Real Woman Creed, and then they talk about the authors. So I as a gift book, I just think it's just yummy. I love hard covered books, and it's just beautifully put together. I have to just say that as a published author, I really like what I see here in terms of the quality and the layout and all of those types of things that you may or may not even pay attention to. But I thought I would read a short story just for you to get an idea of what is in the book. And then you can see, maybe that's something I really do want to invest in. It's all really about self-care. I think as women, we put ourselves, I don't have to think about it. We always put ourselves last, right? We're the last in line. You go first. The children come first, husband or lover comes first, and we get whatever's left. And this is what this book addresses and how we can fill our cup or lamp. So what I'm going to read is called Go Jump in the Lake. Learning to unplug hasn't come easily for me. The mere thought of being sans cell phone and laptop originally made my pulse race and gave me a rash. However, over time, I've come to look forward to the one time each year when I truly leave the rat race and go jump in the lake. Every summer for almost a decade, we have gone to glorious Lake Powell. No phones, no cellular connection, and email doesn't work either. While out on the lake, we are in our own little world. It turns out there are some places where even stress can't find you. Lake Powell is near the Grand Canyon, and it's just as stunning. Camping there gives me the chance to spend time reconnecting with nature. Spending nights under a ceiling of stars surrounded by walls of sheer red cliffs and a fluid carpet of deep green water is nirvana. The first year we made this trip was quite an adventure, not only because we were out of contact for the first time, but we had never piloted a houseboat either. Would that be a fun experience? Piloting a houseboat is kind of like driving a bus, only on water. I only wish we had videotaped the many mishaps and fiascos we had. I am certain we would have won a funniest home video contest. Cooking also became an adventure. We found we could barbecue anything. We discovered you can cook everything from pancakes to lasagna over a barbecue. And the kids, of course, thought we had lost our minds. I love when people they're just good writers. It just makes it a pleasurable thing to read. Over the years, our trips to Lake Powell have morphed and changed as the kids grew up and went to college. We have gone from youngsters playing in the sand to teenagers in wild wakeboarding, to our own more mellow trips involving more floating and reading than boat riding. But do you want to know what the best part of every trip is? No makeup, no hairdryer, no swimsuit required. Clothing is optional. I think they meant no makeup, no hairdryer. Swimsuit required. My bad. Swimsuit required, clothing optional. Heck, if I brush my teeth in the morning, I really think I've gone all out. I am always amazed at how liberating it is not to have to think about what I look like, to simply shower, brush my hair, and be done. Like the men get to do every day. Imagine having your complete bag of tricks consist of a comb every day. I would never have guessed that the best part of the trip would be not having to get ready each day. How did we get that phrase into our vocabulary anyway. What are we getting ready for? When was the last time you did something really spontaneous? Where has your spirit of adventure gone? If the answer is buried somewhere deep, it's time to let her out. I have discovered the more I carve out time for reflection, dreaming, and play, the more effective I am in all areas of my life. And I think as women, we tend to know this innately in some weird way, is that if we have a little bit of time not being productive, like if you're doing screen time, for instance, or whatever it is, with a little bit of, just take a little bit of a break, we'd get more energy to like do the thing over here. So that's just one example. On the back, to keep a lamp burning, you have to keep putting oil in it. So on that note, I want to really encourage you to take time for you. What is it that you enjoy doing that you don't allow yourself to do? I have found that women don't even know what they want. I have women wanting to work with me, and when I ask them the question, well, what is it you want? They don't know. Is that you? Sometimes it's hard to put things into words. Like, you know the feeling that you want, but you don't know how to articulate it in a sentence so that someone like myself can help you. I challenge you to make time for yourself and figure out what it is you want. Today, tomorrow, next week, 10 years from now. Because from where you are to what it is you want in that span of time, that's where the work gets done. I'd very much like it if you are struggling with this to take this seriously. The world needs you, and only you can show up for yourself and therefore show up for others. So in the show notes or the comments, I'm going to put a link to my website so that you can go look at some resources and things to see how they can help you find what it is you're desiring. And that's it. I had no idea this is going to go there, but I'm very good at asking questions, and this sort of, she ended with questions, and that's how I usually begin with my clients. So at any rate, Marita Book Bites with Harmonic Wholeness, and who knows what the next book review will be, but I'm enjoying this. I hope you are too. Bye-bye.